Saying that Goku, the sweet monkey boy that we grew to love from Dragon Ball all of the way to Dragon Ball Super, gets into a lot of fights would be an understatement. He gets into more fights than most in anime and comics in general. A lot of these enemies don't see of Goku as a threat, which is a terrible, terrible mistake. But before we push ourselves beyond our limits to become Super Saiyans, subscribe to CBR and ring that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss any of our anime videos. Raddatz. First up to bat on our list is the first threat Goku ever faced once the Dragon Ball franchise began the Z series. It's the full brother of Goku, Raddatz. Raddatz hit the scene in the very first episode, running into Piccolo. He tries to blast him, but Raddatz just takes the blow and leaves. He was that strong. Raddatz leaves because he's in search of Goku, his brother. When he finally reaches Goku at Master Roshi's Kame house, he announces to everyone that not only is he Goku's brother, but they're aliens from a powerful warlike race called Saiyans that are supposed to extinguish planet Earth. Although Goku seemed more in line when he first arrived as a baby, he hit his head and forgot most of his programming, so he just was raised as Grandpa Gohan saw fit. Goku didn't want any part of Raddatz's agenda. Unfortunately, all this made Raddatz see Goku as weak, so he punched him and kidnapped his son, thinking that'll make Goku submit to the Saiyan plan, but nope, Goku was ready for a fight. Plus, he brought backup in Piccolo and a clutch assist from his kidnapped son. All of this resulted in Raddatz's death. Nappa. When there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Well, he's not a ghost quite yet, but it's the Saiyan with the signature bald head, Nappa. Nappa appeared alongside Vegeta after they arrived on Earth. They followed Raddatz, who was killed a year earlier by the combined efforts of Goku and Piccolo. Well, mostly Piccolo. The Z fighters we recognize spent the entire year training for the arrival of these Saiyans, especially Goku up on King Kai's planet. Nappa does a lot of damage to the defenders while Goku makes his way towards the fight. Chaozu self-destructs on Nappa, causing Tien to rage out with a one-armed Kikoho attack. Unfortunately, both attacks were ineffective, and they both died. He even took a killing shot at Gohan, which Piccolo shielded him from, killing him instead. He's feeling confident he can beat Goku once he arrives. However, when Goku did arrive, things quickly went from 100 to 0 for Nappa. Not only did he dodge his punches and deflect his attacks, he does so with ease. Goku then powers up using his Kaioken technique and beats the crud out of Nappa. Vegeta. We've already mentioned him in this list, but honestly, who else do you think of when you think about Dragon Ball Z? Vegeta became an ally to the Z fighters later on in the series, but we love his first appearance as a rootin' tootin' evil alien who arrives with Nappa. Following Raddatz a year after his death, they took down a good chunk of the Z fighters before Goku's arrival. After Vegeta killed Nappa for being defeated by Goku, they began their fight. Even after watching Nappa get beat, he still believes he'll wipe out the rest of their group, Goku included. He constantly sees Goku as an unworthy lower-class Saiyan compared to his royalty, but he's shown that Goku can fight at his level, causing them to push each other until Vegeta turned into a great ape. At this point, others join the fight against Vegeta, as Yajirobe, Krillin, and Gohan give assists. Eventually, Yajirobe pulled a quite unexpected clutch move, cutting off Vegeta's tail, reverting him back to his normal form. Captain Ginyu. He's the captain of a major fighting force that seems to pose more than a group of Power Rangers. Next up on the list is the purple alien himself, Captain Ginyu. Ginyu appeared during the adventures on the planet Namek, when the Z fighters were looking for the Namekian Dragon Balls. While the Z fighters had their own agenda, Captain Ginyu was busy looking for the Dragon Balls for their overlord Frieza. By the time he ran into Goku, the rest of his squad that he commanded, the Ginyu Force, had pretty much been wiped out by Earth's strongest fighter. As Ginyu and Goku got to battling, Ginyu was surprised and startled at Goku's immense strength. He remembered a legend about a member of the Saiyan race that could surpass their own current power and reach a new height of strength. This was known as the Super Saiyan, but he ultimately didn't think Goku was one due to his less aggressive and more human nature. After showing Ginyu he could keep up, Captain Ginyu revealed his ability to change bodies, and Goku got his body stolen. It took a combined effort of him, Gohan, and Krillin to get it back, with Ginyu ending up in the body of a Namekian frog. Frieza. He's the original Dragon Ball Z final villain, but people were so impressed by him and Goku, they just had to keep the series going. It's the purple and white alien that gives us all nightmares, Lord Frieza. Frieza as a lord is a terrifying situation to be in, as the Saiyans are experiencing all of that terror. Prior to the events we see on Dragon Ball and Z, Lord Frieza absolutely destroyed the home planet of the Saiyans. He was worried after learning about the legend of the Super Saiyan, a member of the Saiyan race who could achieve a power so strong it elevated elevated him to a higher, powerful state. Some of these events are partially seen in the DBZ movie Bardock, the father of Goku. To say Frieza underestimated pretty much everyone he came into contact with is, well, an understatement. He's just so powerful. No one feels the confidence or the will to try to do anything against him. Even Vegeta, the most ego-driven character who almost lost everything, didn't do anything for the majority of his association with Frieza. All of these judgments come to a head when Goku arrives. The look on Frieza's face when Goku becomes the true bane of his existence is priceless. Cooler. Family ties us together, even across the gigantic universe we've become accustomed to throughout Dragon Ball Z. We know about Frieza and King Cold, but there's one more member of his family that deserves some recognition, and that member is Cooler. Cooler appeared in both DBZ movies, Cooler's Revenge and The Return of Cooler. After hearing about his brother's death from far across the universe, he decided to make whoever ended Frieza pay. He arrived on Earth and mayhem ensued. Eventually, Goku arrived to match Cooler's initial wrath. He and his associates then go after Piccolo and Gohan, making short work of them. Goku is then revived and ready to face Cooler again. Cooler still leads the battle, but Goku starts to match him. In a show of power, Cooler transforms into a higher state, ready to finish off what he believes is a nearly defeated Goku. Things immediately turn horribly wrong for Cooler as Goku shows him something Frieza got to see before, transforms into a Super Saiyan. Dr. Gero. He's another reminder for Goku and friends that when dealing with horrible enemies, it's important to finish the job. Otherwise, your decisions may come back to bite you. That's definitely the case for Dr. Gero. Dr. Gero was originally the head scientist and one of the founders of the Red Ribbon Army. They were mainly causing trouble while Goku was still having adventures during Dragon Ball. He defeated the army, but didn't finish off Dr. Gero, leaving him to his experiments and evil devices. He eventually begins not only crafting the androids that come back to haunt the Earth, but the one that absorbs those androids. Dr. Gero appears before the Z Fighters 3 years after Trunks arrived from the future to warn them. He comes with Android 19 to cause havoc. Although, the fighters seem ready for the most part with Goku at the front. The androids don't even seem worried that they didn't collect data from Goku during the Frieza saga. Goku then shows the power of a Super Saiyan and starts handling the android. Unfortunately, it doesn't last long, as his heart disease Trunks warned him of kicks in. Goku goes down, but luckily, a newly Super Saiyan Vegeta appears. And man, oh, is that scene good. Oh boy, is that scene good. The androids. Dr. Gero had his try at bringing down the main characters, but the sins of the father are passed down to the sons and daughters. That saying makes sense when referring to the deadly androids. Now, Dr. Gero made many androids, but not all of them got their fair shot at defeating Goku. In fact, 16, 17, and 18 never even got a shot. The ones that did get a hold of Goku didn't seem ready for the fight. Android 8 made that mistake when he dealt with Goku during the Dragon Ball Red Ribbon Army saga, but they ended up as best friends. Pilaf. Taking it back to a classic Dragon Ball villain for this entry, we're referring to the teeny tiny blue-hued man. No, it's not Garlic Jr., although it's not surprising they're easily mistaken for one another. It's Emperor Pilaf. Pilaf is first seen in the beginning of Dragon Ball as a foil for Goku, Bulma, and Oolong. While those three heroes are off on their adventure, Pilaf is as well, with his associates looking for the Dragon Balls. He eventually manages to get them all, and almost makes his wish, but it's foiled. Turns out he doesn't have the same luck with wishes as the main characters. Wonder why. Pilaf makes his return again in the Super Series, but in this entry we're referring to his shenanigans as the start of the now non-canon GT series. Pilaf and crew make their way to the top of the lookout where Goku is training with Ooh. They find the hidden black star Dragon Balls, and he finally gets to make his wish. Thinking that it would be enough to stop him, he wishes for Goku to be a child, which comes true. That doesn't prove to be an issue for Goku as he just goes off for the Dragon Balls with his friend and his granddaughter. Beerus. His power is so vast, it's earned him the title and abilities of a god. Yes, he's in fact a literal god. Complete with godlike duties and an outfit, there's no way we could forget to mention Beerus, the god of destruction. We first meet Beerus as the antagonist of the DBZ movie Battle of Gods, as well as one of the opening sagas for Dragon Ball Super. Beerus arrives after being awakened after a 39-year nap as he's looking for the legendary Super Saiyan god. He's interested in Goku after hearing of his defeat of Frieza by becoming a Super Saiyan. Unfortunately, Goku, who's been with King Kai, can't even hit Beerus at the time. After causing a bit of a ruckus with Vegeta on Earth, Shenron the Dragon informs Goku on how to get to the level of a Super Saiyan god, and he and Beerus do battle on a spectacular level. Beerus has so far been unimpressed with most things thrown at him, so he keeps taunting Goku by threatening the Earth with world-ending attacks. But Goku surprises the God of Destruction multiple times in their fight. He doesn't defeat Beerus, but he does impress him. After that inspiring battle with Goku, Beerus becomes an almost almost neutral ally to the Z Fighters. Goku may be the underdog sometimes, but he always pushes himself to achieve a greater goal. Do you think we missed any moments? What was your favorite Dragon Ball fight? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR for more anime content. Thanks for watching.